Physically, our ancestors were unbelievably weak. So how did they survive in a world that was quite literally designed to tear them apart? I mean, sure, the modern world feels incredibly safe and comfortable today, but trust me, even now, the deepest fears we carry inside us come from something ancient, something completely logical, and honestly, this survival story is unlike anything you've ever heard before. You know that moment when you're walking alone at night and suddenly you hear an unexpected crack behind you? For a split second, your entire body freezes. Have you ever wondered why that happens? Your heart instantly starts pounding, your palms get sweaty, and within seconds, your brain writes 1,000 horrifying scenarios. But I promise you, that reaction is not random at all. That feeling of freezing in place is a massive instinct carved deep into the modern human mind over hundreds of thousands of years. Because once upon a time, absolute darkness was a brutal battlefield ruled entirely by predators. Just imagine how unbelievably disadvantaged we were back then. On one side, there was us. No claws, teeth barely good enough to peel an apple, and while running on flat ground, we were slower than a chicken. And on the other side, nature itself, 700-kilogram cave lions, completely carnivorous bears standing over 3.5 meters tall on their hind legs. If you only looked at the math and biology of it all, humanity should have disappeared from Earth long before surviving 100,000 years. We should have gone extinct. Absolutely. So how didn't we? Well, our story truly begins in those dark years back when humans were literally the prey. And to understand how we solved this impossible equation, we first need to accept one terrifying truth. The first humans were not those legendary, invincible hunters you see in documentaries. We were the main course. We were prey. In 1924, scientists discovered something absolutely chilling: the skull of a child, covered in clear leopard bite marks. Can you imagine that? That single discovery alone proves that for millions of years, our ancestors were nothing more than an ordinary meal for giant predators. And these weren't just dangerous animals. We're talking about biological killing machines. 600-kilogram saber-toothed cats capable of ending you with a single bite. Massive predators charging at you at 65 kilometers per hour. And the worst part, we were weaker than an ordinary chimpanzee. At night, we were practically blind, and after birth, our babies were so helpless they couldn't even walk on their own for an entire year. In short, our survival should have been impossible. So what changed? This is where we arrive at the first massive turning point in this hopeless story. The priceless gift fire gave us time. Finding fire wasn't just about staying warm or cooking meat. That wasn't the real miracle. The real miracle was that fire created an invisible safety shield around us in the pitch-black night. Predators are evolutionarily terrified of fire. No matter what, they would never step inside that glowing circle. For the first time in nature, we had armor. But wait, the greatest gift of fire was something else entirely. It gave us extra hours. Before fire, the moment the sun went down, humans would hide in fear and wait for morning. But once fire entered our lives, we suddenly gained 3 or 4 extra hours every night. And during those hours, we built tools, planned strategies for the next day, and around the fire we told stories, creating bonds so deep they became unbreakable. And those bonds led us to our greatest weapon against darkness: community. Our greatest strength was never sharp claws, it was each other. Nature follows one simple rule. If predators see someone wandering alone in the forest, they attack without hesitation. But when they saw 20 humans gathered around a fire, holding tools, everything changed. Because in the wild, even the smallest injury can mean a slow and painful death. To a lion, attacking a united human group became an irrational and deadly risk. And there's actually incredible evidence for this. In the Shanidar cave, scientists discovered the remains of a human ancestor who had one arm missing and was blind in one eye, yet somehow survived to around 40 years old in that brutal world. How is that even possible? There's only one explanation. The group didn't abandon the weak. They fed him, protected him, defended him, in a world where being alone meant instant death. That extraordinary compassion made us almost unstoppable. But survival wasn't just about compassion. There was engineering involved too. We survived not only through muscle, but by turning the laws of physics into our advantage. We became master trackers, capable of reading entire stories from a broken branch or a crushed blade of grass. While moving through forests at night, we realized sound gave away our position, so we developed something like collective silence, using it almost as active camouflage. And this is where another incredible mechanism in the human body comes into play. Our shoulders. Human shoulder joints evolved specifically for throwing. No other animal on Earth can throw the way we can. Picture this, 8 humans coordinating together from 15 meters away, launching stones and spears at the same time. 2 predators. This was a completely new kind of deadly threat, a danger evolution had never prepared them for. Distance became our armor, and we pushed our intelligence even further. We didn't defeat mammoths with brute force, we defeated them with physics. So how do weak humans take down a gigantic mammoth charging at them with tons of momentum? Simple. We planted spears into the ground at the perfect angle and waited. That's it. The mammoth's own speed and momentum became the weapon that killed it. We literally used the enemy's strength against itself. And then there's another ability that seems simple, but transformed us into one of the deadliest hunters on Earth: sweating. An antelope can run much faster than us, but it has one enormous weakness. It can't sweat efficiently. After running for long periods, its body overheats, collapses, and shuts down. Humans may be slower, but we cool ourselves constantly while moving. We don't give up. We would follow an animal for hours, sometimes entire days, not by outrunning it, but by exhausting it through relentless endurance. There was almost nothing on Earth that could outlast us. Isn't that incredible? But around 40,000 years ago, another legendary turning point changed the game forever. Our first allies arrived. Do you know what humans did? We took one of our greatest rivals and brought it to our side. Wolves began approaching human fires, feeding on leftover scraps, and instead of chasing them away, we fed them. We gave them safety and free food, and in return, they gave us their extraordinary night vision, their legendary sense of smell, and the ability to detect danger from kilometers away. The moment human intelligence merged with the senses of wolves, it became the final devastating blow against the giant predators of the wild. And all of this eventually carried us toward the incredible success story we call humanity today. Now leave those prehistoric savannas behind for a moment and look directly at our modern lives, because this evolutionary leap is honestly mind-blowing. Not very long ago, at least on an evolutionary timescale, we were just ordinary prey hiding beneath the shadows of giant lions. And today, with those same weak, clawless hands, we build skyscrapers that pierce the clouds. We send robots to Mars. Those giant predators are gone, but we're still here. And now we rule the planet. So if you struggle with anxiety in the modern world today, I want you to completely change the way you look at it. Your brain is not broken. In fact, it's doing exactly what it was designed to do. It's running a survival program that has been perfected over hundreds of thousands of years. That fear inside you was there to protect you from cave lions. And trust me, it did its job perfectly. So please remember this. You are the living legacy of unbelievably stubborn, brilliant ancestors who solved an impossible survival puzzle using nothing but intelligence, love for one another, and the fragile light of fire. You are them. Your DNA is literally coded with victory. So, are you ready to trust your instincts? Because that anxiety and fear you feel inside yourself today, that's exactly why you're alive. Your fear is not weakness, it's proof. Proof of the greatest and most epic survival victory this planet has ever seen. So keep trusting those incredible instincts of yours.